Hey everyone, it's Mary Blocker from Mary's Stampin' Cafe, and welcome to week number 6 of my 12 Fridays of Fall Projects. And on page 46 of the wonderful July to December 2021 mini catalog by Stampin' Up, there is a fantastic stamp set. It is a photopolymer stamp set called Welcoming Woods, and I absolutely love this because it has best wishes, celebrate, hello, thank you, happy birthday, fabulous, and you can do it for all the seasons. I mean, we have leaves and snowflakes, just really great. It is a bare tree, and I love the trees here. It reminds me of birch tree trunks from the Midwest. And I was really inspired by this card right here that was created from one of the artists. I love that, using the different stripes of colors through there. I think it stamped the tree a couple of times, those trees. So really cool. So I'm going to base my fall project using that. Now, you might realize and know there's only about 6 days left in Sale-A-Bration. So in my Stampin' Up Stampin' Cafe, that's what I am, Mary Blocker, and it is Mary's Stampin' Cafe. I absolutely love taking time to chat, to get to know people, and to let you know of the fantastic, wonderful, free things you can be getting. Now, this goes through September. That's right, like 6 days away, to where you can earn level 1 or level 2 free products. And oh, this dazzling paper, it's gone. Out of stock. Not able to get it anymore. Oh, so sad. But there's some other wonderful papers. There's other fantastic stamp sets you won't want to miss. So 6 more days. So I'll have links down below. You can go shop at my online store, get yourself this wonderful stamp set, and maybe some papers and other things to get yourself a free Sale-A-Bration item. It's going fast. You can also join Stampin' Up, and when you join Stampin' Up in my cafe team, you're getting $125 of free product for $99, and you get to pick one of the holiday bundles in this mini catalog free to add into your starter kit. I think that's fantastic. But enough of all that. You're here to see what my fall project is for week 6. So let's get that going. Hey, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future things. And I'm just going to share this little card with you. I did this beautiful card, kind of masculine card, right? But also in that idea of the holidays and winter. Every season brings its own wonder. And what I did here is I embossed those tree trunks with white embossing powder. I kept it very monochromatic. I love my crumb cake and soft suede colors. And there we are. Now, of course, we're doing fall today. And again, I'm inspired by this one right here. So let's get going. So I have for you today my Stamparatus, really important. I'm just using 1 plate. So that's all I have there. But I am using pumpkin pie, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. That pumpkin pie is a nice fall color. And then I have some shimmering white. I just love shimmer white. I have a 5 1/4 by 4 and a 5 by 3 3/4 layer that's going to go on the inside of the card. I love doing that double layer on the inside of the card. It sturdies up the inside of the card for when you have these layers on the outside, and it balances that weight, and it just looks very rich and nice on the inside. Now this piece here I'm kind of forgetting, so I'm going to go ahead and use the wonderful Stampin' Up new Stamparatus pad that has the grid on it and the foam right there already. And this one is cut at 4 by 4 1/4. And this one is cut at 4 by 3 3/4. So just that 1/4 inch difference. Now I am using my Stamparatus because I'm going to be using Memento ink. And Memento ink on images that are quite flat with not a lot of detail, it's awfully hard to get a good solid black. And so I'm going to be doing that. I probably want both of my magnets. I'm just trying to keep them away from each other because they will jump together like crazy. Okay. Now, I am going to put my paper right here, kind of in the center. I don't like to put things way to the corner because this plate is on an angle. And sometimes we won't get a real good coverage when we bring the plate down. And so now all I'm simply going to do, and photopolymer is awfully sticky, I'm going to just lay this down on my card. And now I don't want my tree trunks going over top. So I'm going to just bring that down and have those kind of hanging off because I want my tree trunks to be kind of all on the cardstock there. So there we go. And all I'm going to do now is close this and pick up that stamp. And as you can see, that went ahead and moved on me, but I'm not too worried about it because I had it lined up right with that grid line. So I can just put it back and put this back over too. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get my Memento ink. And I'm going to move this over just so you can see. I'm just going to ink up my tree, and I'm going to make sure I get really good coverage on here. You can see all the little dashes in there. That's the trees getting that little bit of that birch, darker spots. Now I'll go ahead and I'll stamp it right down, and I will push, 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 push. Ugh. Gotta have a lot of muscles. And then let's see. And you can see how it's quite light. It hasn't quite gotten real dark and deep of that black. So I'm going to come in here and just do some more. Another layer. That's the great thing about the Stamparatus, is that you can go over and over again if you're not getting that coverage that you want. Now the trees do have a bit of difference in the amount or the depth that they are etched out. So some parts of the tree are meant to be a little bit lighter. So let's see what I've got there. And oh, that's come out very nice. But you see how this has a little bit lighter in here. I see there's a little bit lighter kind of going over in here. I'm going to give just one more thing of coloring just to be sure I've got it as dark as I can. And I think that's going to be fantastic. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just so nice. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and set this aside. I'm not going to worry about my plate or my Memento ink. I'm going to bring this back in, and now the stamp set has these beautiful little leaves, and so I'm going to use that now. Bring my Memento back in, and I'm going to go ahead and put some leaves. The leaves falling all around. They're going to go between the trees, above the trees. In fact, I'm going to bring a little stamping mat in because I want to go off of and let those leaves look like they're coming down from the sky, right? I'm just going to be all floating around here and coming down. The leaves are falling. That's looking great. I do want to make it look like those leaves are going off the side too, because we don't want it to look like we've staged the leaves in any way. There we are. that looks great. I love that, the falling leaves, they're so fun. All right, we are ready. Now, in the catalog, you notice that there was all those beautiful shadings of color. And so I've brought some colors in. I have Pumpkin Pie and Mango Melody. I have some Poppy Parade. And then I have our Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. And so I wanted to think about and see, what do I have that we're using? And we are using Pumpkin Pie in our cardstock, so I think we will use that to start. And it looks like I have Pumpkin Pie on here already. And actually, I had done a project with that. And that was just the remnants of what was left over after I washed. And so on this, I start off of the cardstock because I don't want blobs of color. And then I'm just going to come across and lightly roll and get some color. And I can go as dark as I want. I'm going to come deeper. I want it to be deeper in color as I'm coming across here than at the top. So I'm just going to start like that. And then I'm going to come in with the Poppy Parade, which is going to be interesting. Let's see how the Poppy Parade fares here. Oh, that's looking a little pink to me, but I kind of like it. So let's get on in there. Let's make sure we're going to get a nice transition with that. So what I mean by that is I'm actually going to go up into the Pumpkin Pie. And to blend that up like I just did, I went up into the Pumpkin Pie and then I'll come down a little bit, because going up into the Pumpkin Pie, it really helps that blending, that look of blending. And I like that a lot. That's really great. Now I am going to come back with my Pumpkin Pie. Make sure I do the Pumpkin Pie now. That would be tragic. And now I'm going to come back over with my Pumpkin Pie to deepen that up. And you can just see how those blending lines are just, it's all nice and blended. I don't have any strange like stripe of a line going on at all. So I'm going to close my Pumpkin Pie because I'm not going to do any more with that. And then I'm going to bring in, I think I want to go right with the Gorgeous Grape. I think Highland Heather might be just a little too light. And so let's go in. Here's my other blending brush. Love it, pack of 3. I have to get some more because I only have 3. So now remember I said I went up into the Pumpkin Pie. So with this Gorgeous Grape, I want to go up into the Parade, the Poppy Parade, before coming down. So now I'm going to turn this over so I can now bring that color across that bottom. Gorgeous Grape, it's a nice deep purple, but when you use your blending brushes, things are going to have a little bit lighter tone when you're using them, because you're just using that soft brush to bring those colors in. That's looking really good. I like that. All right, so let's see what we have. Let's turn that around. Well, we've got lots of ink on the fingers. So I really like that. What I'd like to see, though, is a little bit more of that Poppy Parade through the center. Oh, yes, we need some of that nice bright color coming through there. And I really like the Poppy Parade. So I hope you're enjoying this. I love the blending brushes. You've got to have blending brushes. Now, one thing that I really hope, I have a wish list, that Stampin' Up! Will expand their blending brushes and get some different sizes. So when you're working some smaller areas, it will give you a little bit more control, I guess. All right, so that was Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, and Gorgeous Grape. And how pretty is this? Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. I love it. Now it's interesting, it seems like I have almost even amounts, but I think the Poppy Parade has the widest band there, and I think that's just fine. So now I am going to set this aside so I don't keep getting smudgy things on, and I'm going to bring my piece of basic black back in. I'm going to turn that over and adhere it. So this, like I said, this stamp set, oh, and just how pretty it would be for winter time. doing some different shades of blues. Oh, and then putting some really pretty rhinestones. It would be so nice. Now for my front of my card here, this is going to find its way right to here like so. And look at how nicely that goes together with those blended colors on there. I really like that. Now what's going to go right here is the one sentiment that says, thank you for your kindness, right across. It's perfect for across there. The only thing I have to make sure is that I stamp it straight. Oh my. And I think I really would like to raise those up with dimensionals. Let's do that. Let's use our dimensionals and raise that up. I'm going to use my bits and pieces of my ends here. I hope you do that when you're crafting. Use every little piece there is. I know I do. Nothing goes to waste, right? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Let me grab my pick. Pull these off. Lovely. Then I have all those together to toss in the trash in one swoop. All right, so we're going to put this down. Make sure I glue this perfectly straight. That will help my sentiment, won't it? There we are. Oh, I like that raised up. Yes. Okay. Ink this up really well, and I am going to bring my scrap back in. I'm sorry, you guys, because I want to test out my sentiment. Let's see here. One more time. I know I'm out of the shot. All I'm doing is trying to make sure that it is straight, and it looks like it is. So I'm going to ink it up well. Going to bring it right here. And oh goodness, I have to bring it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to just be out of sight, I think. Oh, how pretty is that? Thank you for your kindness. I love that. Oh, turned out so good. It turned out so good. So let's go ahead on the inside here. What are we going to do on the inside? I'm going to just improvise. I am going to do a little bit of the branch. Let's see, where did I set it? I think I set it on the floor. I did. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a little strange. Bring this back up and let's put our paper right in here, okay? And let me get a magnet. That should work. And I am going to take this and lift it up and bring it down a couple of steps, like 3 steps, let's see. That could be good, but then I'm going to move this over. I just want a piece of the trees. There we go. So notice that the hinges that the Stamparatus has, and I only have to ink up this first part. I don't know why I'm trying to ink up the whole tree. And then I'm just going to bring it over and I'm going to go ahead and stamp. And notice here I didn't even get any of that. And that is because I don't have my, notice my grid, my foam grid paper is not there. I did not put that back on, and so I'm gonna have a little problem getting that there. So let me just really push down hard. Don't want to break the plate, but there, I want to make sure I get that. Oh, good, okay. All right, so now that I have that, let's go ahead and pull it out. Set it aside. Oh, I don't even know if you saw that. Oh, did you see me stamping that? I don't even know. I'm so sorry. Okay, couple of leaves. We need a couple leaves. Couple leaves falling because that's just so fun. All right. And then we're going to do a little bit of our sponging just right on here, just so it mimics and matches. So I'm just going to come in with that pumpkin pie and kind of go down on an angle. Then I'm going to come with the Poppy Parade. And then I need a little bit more of that gorgeous grape. There we go. Let's come back with that pumpkin pie and try to get our lines a little smoother. The top lines. There we go. Great. Looking good. Except my little splotches there. Why are we always getting the splotches? Oh, this has to go on the black. Let's do it right, Mary. Okay, let's get these blending brushes out of the way. So this is week 6. There are 6 more Fridays of fall projects. So fun. Next time I'll have to get a little more Halloween-like again, because we all have to get in the mood for the ghosts and goblins. Get that glued on. There we are. Love that. And there's our front. Now, what I'd also like to do on here is take a look at just a little bit of bling. And I pulled these here, but I don't really think I want to use these at all. I think what I'd like to do is just pull in some rhinestones. I think rhinestones would do a really great job here. Now I do have some ones that I colored in with my black Stampin' Blend that could be nice, but I just think adding some rhinestone here would just really give this card some life. I'm going to put one right down here, and then I'm going to bring another one to do a little catty corner here, right up here, and right in the corner. So those two like so. And then I'll bring another one, bring it up into here, just like that. And so I've got a little bit of that bling happening there. It really helps to brighten it up a little bit. And I really like that a lot. So make sure you utilize your embellishments. There are so many great things you can do. I could have added a ribbon accent on here some way. But I think just that little bit of bling helps your eyes focus here and then up into the trees is really great. And then our fun inside of our card. So there we are. There is week 6 of our fantastic fall project. I'm so excited. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. And hey, share my video if you would, so other people can catch on to the fall spirit. And of course, I'll share this other card that I did. That'll have to wait until my 12 Mondays of Christmas cards, because I will do 12 Mondays of Christmas cards again this year, which is always fun. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. I absolutely love this, you guys. It's a great all-season one. You can bring in other things. This fantastic set has it has this and a fox. It has a bunny. Could be really great with this. You could also use this with the Frightfully Cute set that has the fun Halloween type things in it for you too. So thank you so much for stopping in and checking out my video. And again, I'll have down in the link below my blog, which will give you more information all about the card and everything I did today with it. And I'll see you next time for week number 7 of the 12 Fridays of Fall, because you'll be subscribed and be notified because you clicked the bell. Oh, I'm so close to 500 subscribers, you guys. I only need like 10 more people, and we're going to have the biggest subscriber stampin' party with all sorts of fun and giveaways. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get that party going. So until next time, guys, happy stampin'.